What's up, basketball fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down the latest NBA Coach of the Year power rankings for the 2025-26 season, and things just got shaken up big time. JB Bickerstaff and the Detroit Pistons are turning heads across the league after a stunning surge to the top of the Eastern Conference standings. Could Bickerstaff actually pull off one of the greatest coaching turnarounds in recent history? We're diving deep into how the Pistons transformed from rebuild mode to contenders, plus where other top coaches like Erik Spoelstra, Mark Daigneault, and Joe Mazzulla rank in the updated race. Let's get into it. Segment 1, 030 to 230, the JB Bickerstaff Renaissance, Pistons' stunning rise. When JB Bickerstaff took over the Detroit Pistons, the franchise was in a full-blown rebuild. The young core was talented but inconsistent, struggling to find an identity in a brutal Eastern Conference. Fast forward to November 2025, and the Pistons are not only competitive, they're leading the East with one of the most balanced teams in the league. Bickerstaff's leadership has been nothing short of transformative. He's managed to blend youth and experience into a cohesive unit that plays with grit, discipline, and energy on both ends of the floor. His defensive schemes, once the backbone of his Cleveland Cavaliers days, have found new life in Detroit. The Pistons are holding opponents to one of the lowest shooting percentages in the league, while also showing huge strides offensively. The emergence of Cade Cunningham as a true floor general, the breakout of Jaden Ivey, and the consistent inside presence of Jalen Duren have made Detroit a force. But make no mistake, Bickerstaff's fingerprints are all over this success. His ability to get buy-in from young players while keeping veterans engaged has been a massive part of this turnaround. This run has vaulted Bickerstaff into the top spot in the latest NBA Coach of the Year power rankings, a spot well earned as Detroit continues to shock the basketball world. Segment 2, 230 to 430, other top contenders, Spoelstra, Daigneault, and Mazzulla still in the hunt. Of course, the Coach of the Year race is never a one-man show. Erik Spoelstra remains a perennial candidate, guiding the Miami Heat through roster changes and injury setbacks while keeping them competitive. His ability to maximize role players and develop young talent continues to prove why he's one of the best minds in basketball. Spoelstra's system has evolved yet again this season. Miami's offense is flowing through multiple creators, and defensively, they're as tough as ever. Meanwhile, Mark Daigneault of the Oklahoma City Thunder is right there in the mix. The Thunder's young core led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren has taken another leap forward, and Daigneault's innovative offensive system continues to impress analysts and opponents alike. The way he manages rotations and empowers his players to make smart reads has OKC looking like a legitimate playoff threat, not just a team of the future. And don't count out Joe Mazzulla and the Boston Celtics. After last year's deep postseason run, Boston remains one of the best coached and most disciplined teams in the league. Mazzulla's offense, spacing, pace, and unselfish ball movement is a model for modern NBA basketball. He's proven that last season's success was no fluke. Segment 3, 430 to 630, the underdogs rising, Wes Unseld Jr. and Chris Finch making noise. Beyond the big names, a few underrated coaches are quietly climbing the ranks. Wes Unseld Jr. of the Washington Wizards has his team playing competitive, inspired basketball. Despite a roster that lacks star power, Washington's effort and defensive intensity have caught the attention of fans and analysts. Unseld's calm, methodical approach is helping the Wizards stay relevant in the Eastern Conference playoff hunt. In the West, Chris Finch of the Minnesota Timberwolves deserves plenty of credit. The Wolves have built one of the most dominant defenses in the NBA, with Rudy Gobert anchoring the paint and Anthony Edwards stepping up as a two-way star. Finch has figured out how to balance the Twin Tower lineup of Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns, which many thought couldn't work. Now, the Wolves are a serious threat, and Finch's name is finally being mentioned among the elite. Segment 4, 630 to 830, why JB Bickerstaff leads the race right now. So why does JB Bickerstaff sit atop the current Coach of the Year rankings? It comes down to narrative, results, and culture. The Pistons' rise isn't just about winning games, it's about changing the entire identity of a franchise that's been in rebuilding mode for years. Detroit's defense ranks among the top 5 in efficiency, their pace is faster, and they're finally closing out tight games, something that haunted them in past seasons. Bickerstaff's calm leadership has given his young stars confidence and structure. Cade Cunningham has taken another leap as a playmaker, and rookies are contributing right away thanks to Bickerstaff's developmental system. The Pistons' bench is deep, the rotations are smart, and the team's chemistry is evident every time they take the court. Simply put, Detroit has become a reflection of their coach, tough, resilient, and determined. The fact that they've jumped from the bottom of the standings to the top of the East in just a few weeks makes this one of the most compelling stories in the league. If the Pistons keep this up, it's hard to imagine anyone else taking home the award. Segment 5, 8:30 to 9:30, the road ahead. Can Detroit sustain the momentum? Of course, the NBA season is long, and maintaining this level of play will be the true test. The Pistons have a tough upcoming schedule featuring matchups against the Bucks, Celtics, and Sixers, teams that will challenge Detroit's defensive discipline. If Bickerstaff can navigate that stretch and keep the Pistons near the top, his Coach of the Year case will become nearly bulletproof. But other contenders will keep pushing. Spoelstra's Heat are built for the long haul, Daigneault's Thunder are improving every week, and Missoula's Celtics have the firepower to stay dominant. The race is far from over, but as of now, JB Bickerstaff stands as the clear frontrunner. Outro, 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So there you have it, the latest NBA Coach of the Year power rankings for the 2025 to 26 season. JB Bickerstaff's Detroit Pistons are the talk of the league, proving that hard work, defense, and culture can change everything. But will he hold on to the top spot as the season progresses, or will another coach surge ahead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think deserves to win Coach of the Year so far? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more NBA updates, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, right here on the channel.